While working with activities in ACT, you may have noticed that ACT provides a list of activity types for you, including calls, meetings, and to-dos. But what if you want to use an activity type that's not listed there? In this video, I want to show you how to create your own custom activity types in ACT. Let's say that I want to create a new activity type called training. Now this is different from a meeting or a phone call, and I want to be able to schedule these sessions distinctly within ACT. This process can only be performed by a manager and administrator user role in ACT. Standard members can see the activity types, but they cannot create or edit them. I'm logged in as an administrator now, so to begin, let's go to the Schedule menu at the top of the screen, and from here we're going to choose Activity Types. Now we could select and edit any of the types above, but let's just click the Add button, and then I'll show all the options available here. This opens up the Add Activity Type screen, and I'm going to go through each of these fields one by one. The first is the name. I'm going to name this activity type Training. Now we're going to set some default values for every activity that's created using the Training activity type. These settings can be changed on each individual activity as they're created. We're only setting the default values so that we can save some time later. Let's start with the default color to the activity type. This is useful because it will set this activity type apart from the others when you're viewing it on your calendar or any lists. I'm going to choose an olive green color for training. The default priority is going to be medium, and I'm not going to set any ring alarms for my training sessions. For duration, most of my trainings are about 3 hours long. The time increment lets me increase or decrease the duration by a set amount. So I'm going to leave this at 30 minutes. I don't want this to be a timeless event, so I won't check that box, and I also don't want it to roll over. Now let's look at the action section below. This will set the drop-down list whenever we're clearing an activity. Currently, I have training completed and training not completed. But if we wanted to, we could add an additional result like training postponed. When I click OK, we'll see that there are now going to be 3 options to choose as a result from a training activity. The box that I check will be the default setting whenever we clear an activity. That's it, so let's just click OK to finalize this new activity type. Now we can see this new training type appears in my list, and it's bold-faced, which means this activity type hasn't yet been saved completely to the database. So I'm going to click Save Changes down below. Okay, now let's schedule a new activity for this training type. I'll choose one of my contacts. Let's click Brooke to go to her detail view. And then from here, I'm going to use the Schedule menu above and choose Other, since I'm scheduling a different activity type. In the dropdown, I should see my new training type appear in the list. And once I select it, notice that the defaults get pre-populated for me. For example, it's a 3-hour event. It's not timeless. And if I scroll down, we can see it's set to a medium priority with a green color and no alarm. All I have to do is fill in the rest of the fields, such as the title of new user training. I'll set the date for Monday at 11 a.m. Notice that the end time automatically gets computed to 3 hours later, and it gets assigned to Brooke and her company because I launched this activity from Brooke's detail view. That's all I want to do for now. I'm just going to click Save. And as with all other activities that we create, we should see this appear in several places, starting with the Contacts Activities tab. Remember, since this is a new activity type, you may need to check the box to show this in the filtered area. There we go. We can see this new training activity appears. It's got the green color, and it shows up at the date and time we specified. Let's go to the Calendar and Task List area now. When I go to the Calendar view, I'm going to skip ahead to Monday, and on that Monday, I'm going to click the date to go to the daily view. Notice how ACT blocks off 3 hours since that's the duration of this training activity. Also, the color here matches the selection I made earlier. So it's simple to create new activity types like this, and it can help you organize the different tasks and activities that you and your team perform each week within ACT.